those candidates who are new in this session, today 14 Feb. So in the 14 Feb, a good information is, come for you people. What does it mean, ma'am? Ahalya, ma'am. So today your CIB registration date and your CIB exam date has been. So before starting this session, in today's session, we have to discuss the module C of your CIB, okay? So first of all, we have to discuss the CIB exam date so that you people can just make the plan accordingly. Okay, so what you have to do, click on the exam course first of all, and then you have to click on the flagship course CIB 2023. So class, this is your registration date. So the registration is going to be registration of CIB is going to be start from 1st of April. As you can see, the first date is 1st April to 7th of April, okay? And you have to pay the nominal fee. Yes, ma'am, exactly, Jasmine, ma'am. Books are also available in the Amazon to order. It is, it's my request, because if you have a sufficient time, ma'am, so please, you can just purchase the book. But if you do not have a sufficient time, so one paid batch is sufficient to crack your exam. So the second date of registration is 8 April to 14 April, but 100 rupees extra you have to pay. And the third date is 15 April to 21st of April, and you have to pay 200. Right? And this is your examination. See, this is your examination date. So if I show you a one little bit thing, this subject is, that is 10 and 12, your first and second paper is there. That is ABM and BFM. Many candidates are saying that, ma'am, these two are the known subject. But this subject is also new to you. If you are saying that, ma'am, this subject, we know that, it means that you have not cleared the CIB exam. That's why you are saying that these two subjects are the known subject and these two subjects are the new subject. Why are you saying that? All the 4 subjects are new to you people. Okay. So in this session, you can see that there is a no gap between the paper 1 and paper 2. So you have enrolled in the 4th batch right now, but many of you knew, but the many candidates have enrolled in the 1st batch, 2nd batch, 3rd batch, etc. So for them, this is the last subject. But those candidates who have enrolled in this batch, that is already started from 10th February, so it's a very good thing for you people, because this batch will, make your concept very easy, because this is the last target batch. Okay, this is the last target batch, and after that, we will make the, this one batches, but for that batches, the very less time is there. So that's why this target batch, which is already started from 10th of February, is one of the last batch, you can say, in which we will just clear your concept in a very brief manner. My voice is audible, class? Jasmine? Jasmine, ma'am? My voice is audible, no? Tell me, class, my voice is audible? Okay, okay, that's cool. Surya, sir, which elective paper you have to choose? I will tell you in the last session. Okay, don't worry. So class, as you can see that in the first and second paper, there is a no gap. So this is the time in which you have to make a self note, because self notes will help just revise the concept before the exam. So there is a no gap between the 10 and 11 paper. There is a 7-day gap for this paper and 7-day gap for the BRBL subject, and this is our subject. This BRBL subject is mine subject. This is new one, and this is ABFM is also new one. So that's why the IBF have given the 7 days for this one and 7 days for this one. See? But I think this is the new subject, that is ABFM. Why? Because BRBL subject is known to you. BRBL subject is nothing but a 97% course of your LR. So that's why you do not need to worry about this. So you have to focus on these 3 subjects plus elective. Now, there is a no gap between 24 and 25 June of paper. No gap. In this paper also there is a no gap. So, 24 BRBL subject and 25 is your elective paper. Now, Surya sir is saying that, ma'am, which elective paper I have to choose? See, if you just work in the RRB bank, Regional Rural Bank, so if you are working on this one, so I think rural banking is the best subject for you people. Best one for this one. But HR is one of the easiest. So Prabha ma'am will teach you the HR subject. So in the HR subject, it is totally a theoretical subject. You have to learn the things in the HR. IT, suppose if you have done the IT in your graduation, if you have done the BTech in your graduation, so this IT subject will be easy for you people. And this risk management, as the teacher are saying, that is one of the toughest in the elective paper. And the last one is central banking. Central banking is also one of the easiest subject. So I'm just telling you my opinion. So in my opinion, the easiest one will be this one. I will just put this in the one category. After that, second is HR, and the third one is your central banking. So in my opinion, this will be the category that if I have to do the CAIIB exam, so I will select this rural banking. So you can easily select this paper according to this. Is that clear, class? So just try to make a study plan for these things. The date is clear to all of you. So I think, in my opinion, what you people have to do, you have to just make the study plan, because study plan is very, very much important. You have just make the study plan of your subject. Okay, exactly. Kalavanti ma'am, books are available in the Amazon. You can just purchase the books. But in my opinion, if you are just coming in the batch, so I think one batch is sufficient, because you have no sufficient time to just go through all the books. But if you have a sufficient time, please go through the book. But the way that we are teaching you here in the YT session, in the paid batch, this is very important from the examination. That's why, class, please remember all the things. There is a no gap between first and second paper, and there is a no gap between fourth and fifth. So you have to just make the study plan according to this. So I think this is clear to all of you, and I think this December, the next or the second session of your this one CIB exam will be at from 26th November. It will be start, and from till 17th of December. So this is your CIB schedule for the November session. But you have to focus. Just take a pledge that you have to clear the CIB exam in the single and a first attempt. I think this is clear to all of you. Now just focus on the today's session. So class, any doubt? Yes, class, any doubt in the session? Tell me, class, any doubt? Any doubt regarding this timetable, schedule, elective paper, etc.? So today is 14 Feb. Just try to make a study plan. Suppose if I am saying that my BFM subject is, my ABM subject is weak, okay? my BRBL subject is weak, so just try to give your time in that subject. Okay, if you are saying that you just belong from the commerce background, and if you are saying that account subject is good, so just give less time to the account subject. Okay, so I think this is clear to all of you. So you all are here in this fourth batch, that is new target batch 4.0, and in this batch class we have just started the subject that is BRB. Okay, so now today's topic is class third is there. Today we are going to discuss modules. So as I already told you, module D is important, that we have discussed, and module C is important. So now what is given in module C? This is part B. Part B means in module B, part A is there. So today we have to finish the module C. Module C, what is the, this one topic name is Important Acts and Law and Legal Aspect of Banking Operation. So what is the new word? Banking operation. What is this? Banking operation is the new word. So what are the laws for the banking operation? What are the laws for the banking operation? This is the exact thing. You know, class, how many acts we have to study in module C? Anyone? How many acts we have to study in module C? Anyone? Any idea? Yes? Yesterday we have discussed in module D, 9 acts we have to study. So in module C, how many acts? It's a Leelavati ma'am, Arun sir, and it's a Kilavati ma'am, Anantha ma'am. I think you people have not revised the class 1, right? In the class 1, we have already I have already showed you that in module C, we have to study the 10. In module B, we have to study 4 acts. And in module A, we have to study 2. How many acts are there? How many acts are there? So the total act is 25 in your BRB. So again, many of you have just given the wrong answer. Why? Because you people are not revising this. If the syllabus is complete, it means 50% course. Please guys, focus on syllabus. At least you have to remember all these things. This is very important from the examination point of view. Okay? Now, let's move toward the act. The first one is, first of all, tell me class, this is the new act. But you people have read this act in the LRAB subject or not? Yes, class. Have studied this act or not? Tell me class. LRAB. In LRAB, we have just read this act or not? Exactly, we have read. Exactly, Jasmine ma'am. So in LRAB subject, and those candidates who are new in this session, who are just giving this CAIIB exam after a long gap, so in your LRAB subject also, that is a part of your JIB, we have read the Banking Ombudsman 2006 plus 2001 also. So what exactly Ombudsman means? What is Ombudsman? Ombudsman is the senior authority whose main work is to listen the complaint of the particular authority. If I say banking ombudsman, so the banking ombudsman means that authority will listen the complaint of the customer, between the customer and the bank. Insurance ombudsman, the insurance ombudsman will listen the complaint of customer and the company. So for the particular field, we have just make the this one ombudsman. So in 2021, there is a drastic change in the ombudsman. And what is the drastic change? That we have just combined the 3 ombudsman in a single ombudsman. And that single ombudsman is known as Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2020 class. So what we have done? We have just combined the 3 ombudsman in a one act. As you can see that what we have to study in this one, we have to study the first of all definition, then ombudsman appointment, location of office, establishment of centralized receipt, processing center, procedure for redressal of the grievances, procedure for filing a complaint, its initial security, passing an award, right to prefer appeal, suspension of the scheme. So we have to study all these things about the integrated banking ombudsman. So in the integrated ombudsman, it is not the banking ombudsman. Now it is simply an integrated ombudsman scheme. So it includes 3 ombudsman. Now we do not have to go separately for the insurance ombudsman. We do not have to go separately for the banking ombudsman. So only one act is there that will regulate all the 3. And the third one is your NBS ombudsman. Okay. So in this act class, this was the part of your JIB also. We have to study this act. Okay. Now let's move toward the second one. This is totally a new act. Totally new act. What is this? The micro, small, this is micro, small and medium enterprises Development Act 2006. So what exactly this act means? And this act has been established in 2006. In the previous days, suppose I am a very rich woman. So only rich person can open the company. This was the same. Say right or wrong. Suppose I have so much money, so it means I can open the company. So the people who just belong below poverty line, it means they cannot open the company. Now the various government come into the picture. Exactly. The various government come into the picture. So the Modi government, we can not Modi government, but the BJP, Congress, so many. So the government have, uplift the people who just belong to the, you can say, belong to that locality, just you can say that is always live in a hide area. Hide means that we cannot recognize that area. So the main purpose of this act is to uplift the local people work. What is this? To uplift to empower the local people's work, their art, etc. So this is the basic purpose of the act. Suppose Banaras. In India, Banaras is famous for what thing? Would anyone tell me? Banaras is famous for what thing? Can anyone? Sari, silk sari. So in India, there is so much, you can say, each area is famous for a particular sector. And if the government focus on that sector, so India can become the developed nation. Right now, India is a developing country. Why India is a developing? I think from the school days, college days, we are just listening that India is a developing country. India is a developing country. Why India has not been developed? Why? What is the reason behind? The reason is that we are ignoring these people. This is the main reason behind it. We are ignoring it. Arun sir, we know that we have a population so much, 140 crore there, but the people are also talented, no? But we are not using their talent. We are just importing and exporting that the foreign material in the India. Exactly, in Bihar, Madhubani painting is very famous. So this act is basically the micro, that what is the investment criteria in the micro enterprise, small enterprise, the medium enterprise. All these things we have to study. So we have to study the basic definition portion, summary, National Board for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. Okay, delayed payment to this one, Micro and Small Enterprise for Facilitation Council and disclosure and penalty for contravention of the provision of the. Suppose if these local people wants money, could you tell me that these people will go where? Tell me, Said sir, Arun sir. They need money because they want to just import and export their things. Have to go to the RRB bank, cooperative. So these are the types of bank that is specially available for the, right or wrong? So this act has been made only for this. I think the crux of this act is clear to all of you that what is the basic purpose of this act. When we'll just do this session now, do this act now, we will just know the new terms because this act is totally for all of you. Okay, so I think this act is clear to all of you. Now the next one. The concept is important. Now this is the crux of this act. What is the crux? The concept is important for the promotion of industrial development in the rural area. Use of traditional or inherited skills, use of local resources and mobilization of resources and exportability of the product. See, I think from this paragraph, this act is clear to all of you. It's provide the maximum opportunity for employment outside the agriculture sector as well. We all know that agriculture sector is the way in which India can become in a developed country. But beside this agriculture field, have also these things. Have a naturally, we can say the handmade things. We are just not using this man-made things. So this act is basically to focus the man-made thing. So I think this act is clear to all of you. Say yes or no. Yes, Bharti ma'am, Deepak sir. This act is clear or not? Tell me, class. Exactly, sir. Handicraft things. Exactly. Okay. In some area, I can just say the national handlooms are also made. So what is national handlooms? So national handlooms is basically where the people, the local people who just make the things, that thing is available in the national handloom. It is not just like your mall, the big mall, only the branded things are there, right now? The branded things are there in the mall, but in the national handloom, the handmade things were there in this. This is the difference between the national handloom and the mall. Okay, so I think this act is clear to all of you. Now the next one is SURFACE. This is again a act that we have read in the SURFACE Act. Normally, when the borrower is not able to pay the money to the bank, so the bank generally go to the court. Okay, suppose this is the borrower and this is the borrower, bank is there. Borrower just take money from the bank and borrower is also giving security to the bank. Suppose if borrower is not able to pay the money, so basically bank go to the court. But as we know that court always takes so much time, right now? Court always takes so much time. So that's why this SURFACE Act has been 2002, so that the bank should not have to go to the court. There is a one authority we will just study in this act, that is tribunal. So we can just, the bank can go to the tribunal for the settlement, for the justice. So in the Surfacy Act, we have to study so many things. We have to study definitions, regulation for surfacy, enforcement of security interest, central registry. Central registry is nothing but class CERSAI. And in the CAIIB also, the CERSAI Act was there. Offences and penalty we have to study, miscellaneous provision we have to study, and registration of. Exactly, Sayed sir. So in the Surfacy class, these are the points or these are the chapter that is given in the book also. And if I say you, in your CIB, if you want to purchase the book of your BRBL subject, no need to purchase because 97%, so no need to purchase the BRBL book for this one because almost syllabus are same, contents are same. No need to purchase book of your BRBL. Rest of all book you can purchase. Okay? Now, okay, Surfacy. The next one is the Recovery of Debt and Bankruptcy Act. This is very important. In this act, we have to study about DRT and DRAT. One of the most important topic of your module. Surfacy Act is important. This DRT Act is important. In every session of your CAIIB, the questions come from this act. So in this session also, this exam also, the question will be come from DRT and DRAT. So whenever we just use the word tribunal, na, so what is the basic purpose of tribunal? When the court is there, so why is there a need to make a tribunal? So tribunal is basically we just made so that in the particular field the matter can be solved. In the court, various types of matter will come, but in the tribunal, if I say DRT, only debt recovery matter will come in that tribunal. So if we have make a special thing for a particular act, so the special thing will apply in. More example of tribunal, NGT is there. What is NGT? National Green Tribunal. So the National Green Tribunal is basically for the environment related cases. NCLT. What is NCLT? NCLT is basically made for the National Company Law Tribunal. So tribunal basically make for the particular purpose. So in this act class, you can see that two things are there. First is recovery of debt is there. The second one is Bankruptcy Act is there. It means this act talk about two things. The first thing is recovery of debt and the second thing is bankruptcy. But under this act, the tribunal have not started bankruptcy. Why? Because for the bankruptcy matter, the new act has been. That act name, could anyone tell me that what is the act name of regarding this bankruptcy matter? Anyone? Yes, class? Anyone? What is the basic act regarding this bankruptcy? Yes, class. Anyone? Yes, yes. Tell me, class. Exactly. That is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. What I say? Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Because of this act, the matter of insolvency is not solved under. Okay, so this is 2016. Okay, so I think this term is clear to all of you. Done? So in this act, what we are going to study, we have to study about the establishment of tribunal and appellant tribunal. Okay, tribunal and appellant tribunal. Then jurisdiction, power, authority of tribunal, procedure of tribunal, recovery of debt determined by tribunal and miscellaneous. This is the basic thing about the fourth. That's it. Okay, next. Now see the act, Insolvency and Bankruptcy. The act that we are talking about, this is the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. So now class, we have to study something more about the IBC Act because this was not the topic. This was the topic of your JIB subject, but this time we have to study something more about the IBC. As you can easily see that, what are the definition, coverage, pillars of IBC, the insolvency provision for the company and LLP, corporate insolvency resolution process. So there are so many topics that we have to study in this. So I think these 5 acts are clear to all of you. You know, this act, insolvency and bankruptcy, there are 2 words. What is insolvency? Suppose if I say that I am insolvent. So if I say, this will not you can say a reality. The reality will come into picture when the court will declare. So when the court will declare now that Nikita ma'am is insolvent, that process is called bankruptcy. That process is called class, that process is called bankruptcy. That's it. So this is all about your IBC. Now tell me class, 5 acts are clear or not? Tomorrow we will discuss more and we will also do some. Day after tomorrow we will do module, and the last day, that is Friday, we will do the question. Because now the level of the question of CIB is up as comparison to. Okay? Yes class, any doubt in the 5 acts? Yes class, any doubt in the 5 acts? Tell me. Any doubt class? Jasmine ma'am, no doubt? That's great. Okay ma'am. Why code instead of act? C, Chiranjeev. In this act, the code is there. So sir, what is code? Code means the things that is written in the systematic way. So you can either use the word sir, act, you can either use the word code, both are same. Suppose our national law is, sir, Indian Penal Code. In Hindi we say Bharatiya Dand Sanhita. The murder, rape, theft, extortion, these are the charges which is handled by the IPC. So in the IPC also, Indian Penal Code is there. So code and is basically same. In this act also, the things are written in point wise. In the code also, the things are written in point wise. That's it. Okay. Now, Avilash sir, what is the difference between tribunal and appellant tribunal? See Avilash sir. Avilash sir, suppose district court is there, high court is there, supreme court is there. Right Avilash sir? Suppose Avilash sir, Nikita ma'am versus Avilash sir matter is going on in district court. The district court have just announced the judgment. Okay Avilash sir? Now the announcement of the judgment is in the favor of Avilash sir. Avilash sir is very happy, but Nikita ma'am is not happy. Now Nikita ma'am, Avilash sir want to appeal against the order of district court. So the Nikita ma'am will appeal to whom? Higher authority or lower authority? Yes, Avilash sir, you. Nikita ma'am will appeal. Appeal means that this judgment should be reviewed by higher judge. So the higher judge always sit in the high court. And in the Supreme Court, the most highest judge will be sit in the Supreme Court. So Avilash sir, I will go to the High Court. So it means I have a right to appeal in High Court. Now suppose High Court again given the judgment against Nikita ma'am, and Avilas sir is again very happy. So Nikita ma'am have an option to file a appeal again in. So sir, Supreme Court is the highest appellate court. So same thing sir, Avilas sir, in the tribunal also, suppose DRT is there, we are not satisfied with the decision of DRT. So to whom we can apply? We can apply in the DRT. So DRT is the appellant tribunal, appellant, where we can appeal. Is that clear, Avilas sir? Okay, that's cool. Next one, the banker's book evidence, one of the easiest act. That what evidence the bank have to give if bank is one of the parties. Suppose SBI Bank versus Nikita ma'am. So now SBI Bank is one of the party. Nikita ma'am is another. The case we will be called as the party, not disco party. No, it is simply the person who is involved in that. So SBI is one person and Nikita ma'am is another. Okay. So what evidence SBI can put in front of the court? That is called evidence. Banker book evidence. Because we know that the bank have to kept a record in the bank. So when there is a case of the bank have to give the authenticate document in front of the court. And what is authenticate document? We will study in this act. So authenticate document, the document the higher authority has signed that document. That's it. Okay. So in this act class, what we are going to study? Definition, condition in out, mode of proof of certain entries in bankers, cases in which officer of bank are not capable to produce book, inspection of books by the order of court and judge, and the cost. These are the points that we have to study in the banker's book. That's it. Next, Legal Service Authority Act 1987. Again, one of the easiest act. Have to study only and only about Lok Adalat. Okay class, we have to study that what is Lok, what cases can. The decision of Lok Adalat is binding or not. Is there any appellate authority of Lok Adalat? So various things we have to see about the, we have to learn about the Lok Adalat. That's it. Okay. What are the jurisdictions? Cognizance of case. Cognizance means which type of case can be handled by the Lok. Then disposal of cases by Lok Adalat. Nature of award of Lok Adalat, etc. Next, Consumer Protection Act. Again, one of the easiest, one of the important act of your. That's why I'm saying cross 6+ marks in subject. Focus on those modules which are scoring. So in the Consumer Protection Act, again, you have to read the definition. What are the definitions? What are the Consumer Protection Council? Okay. What are the redressal commission? Okay. What are the limitation period and what are the consumer cell? So in this time class, the new act has been 2019. In JIB, old act was there of Consumer Protection Act, and we know that the act cannot be, the act have to be changed according to the society needs. So in this CIB 2019 act of your consumer. That's it. Next one, the law of limit. Definition we have to study. Limitation and its computation. For any act, what are the limitation period file the case? This is called limitation period. If I say you DRT is there, DRT is there. if the matter will come in DRAT, so we have a 30 days appeal. So this is called 30 is the limitation in which we can file the case in the DRAT. After 30 days, if we approach to the DRAT will be asked, kahan the aap? Where are you in these 30 days? So you have to give the reply to them. Okay? The last one is your tax law. Again, simple. You can see a very simple act. Income tax, GST and commodity transaction. 3 types of tax we have to study in the tax law. Thus, your module C is, so in 2 days, that is Monday and Tuesday, have finished the module D and module. Any doubt, class? Any doubt in the session? From 20th February, from 20th of February, your regular paid class will be go on, and from module D, we will start our session. The timing will be same, 8 to 9. So those candidates who are new in this session, this is your new English batch that we are studying in. Okay. So in this English medium batch, the BRBL subject is subject that we are studying, and rest of all the subject will be start. The one subject will be start in the last of February, and the rest of the 2 subjects will be start in March. Okay, class. So if you want to enroll in the batch, the process is, class, very simple. What you have to do, you have to open the Adda 24/7 site. Okay. All courses, you have to click on all courses. Then JIB, CAIB, CAIB 2023. Ma'am, other class timing, ma'am, anything you know? Ma'am, whether the question will be 1 marks each? Yes, Jasmine ma'am. In this time, only 1 marks for each, and 100 question will be. Arunanchalam sir and ma'am, the other class timing will be maybe morning 6 to 7, 7 to 8. And in the evening, 8 to 9 is your BRBL subject. It may be 9 to 10 for other subjects. This will be your timing of your subject. So if you want to enroll in the English medium batch, so this is the last target batch. You have to click on this one. You can see the study plan of BRBL subject. Today is 14th, 15, 16, 17 also we have to study, and then after 20th of February, your module wise topic will be go on. Module wise topic. So if you want to enroll in this batch class, the price is not 23,000. You have to apply the coupon code, that is Y391. So if you click Y391, click on apply, you can see Y391. Apply, you can see 80% discount is there. 80% discount is there in this batch. And if you want to enroll in the CAIB ka Mahapack, so in the CAIB ka Mahapack, you can see here the discount is 80% again, and double validity is also going on. So this CAIB ka Mahapack will cover the exam of June 2023 and exam of November to December 2020. This is the CAIB ka Mahapack. And the one of the basic, one of the benefit of this CAIB ka Mahapack is that you will get elective paper video courses. All the 5 elective paper video courses will be available in the CAIB ka Mahapack. So click buy now, and the coupon code same, Y391. Okay, Y391. Click on apply. You can see the discount is 80%, and it will also cost you only 719, and is the exact price of this. Rural banking video course available in English medium. I already subscribed Mahapack for, but bilingual. Chitambram sir, the English medium will be also available for in some few days. Okay, sir, please don't worry. In single batch, no elective paper is there. In single batch, no elective paper is there, but in CAIB ka Mahapack, all the elective papers are there. In single batch, ma'am, no elective paper. Okay, no elective paper is there. That's it. Okay, thank you so much.